Okay. So this is the anatomical position where the brainstem will lie anteriorly and the medulla continuous with the spinal cord. That it lies in the clevus, so that will be the sloping, and posteriorly cerebellum. Okay. So now the cerebellum has three parts basically: two cerebellar hemisphere and one vermis. The midline connecting part is the vermis. Why it is called vermis? Because it is worm-like. That vermis is C-shaped and worm-like. So this is the vermis. It goes in this way. Okay, C-shaped, and it is worm-like. That is why the name is vermis. So this is one cerebellar hemisphere. This is one cerebellar hemisphere, and this part is the vermis. Okay. Now this is called the superior surface, and this part is called the inferior surface. Okay. Now this part of the vermis is called superior vermis, and this part of the vermis is called inferior vermis. Now see, inferiorly the two cerebellar hemisphere is divided and there is a gap, and that gap is called the vallicula. Okay. The floor of the vallicula, there is the inferior vermis. You can see here. So this is superior vermis and this is inferior vermis. Okay. So this is superior surface, this is inferior surface, superior vermis, inferior vermis. Okay. Now the fissures and lobes of the cerebellum. Now as I told you in class, that is the superior vermis. So and at the junction of the anterior 2/3, this is anterior, this is posterior. So at the junction of the anterior 2/3 and posterior 1/3, in that junction there is a fissure. Goes like that. See? This fissure is the fissura prima or primary fissure. Okay, that goes like this way. Is the fissura prima or primary fissure. Next, here another fissure is there. That fissure is actually dividing the superior surface and inferior surface. So it divides the cerebellum into superior surface, inferior surface. So junction of the superior surface and inferior surface, that fissure is the horizontal fissure. This is the fissura prima here, and this is the horizontal fissure. Okay. Another fissure will be here in between the flocculonodular lobe, which is not there. Flocculonodular lobe frequently cut. So here, suppose here is the fissure and there will be flocculonodular lobe. So that fissure is the posterolateral fissure, which divides the flocculonodular lobe from the rest of the cerebellum. So these are three fissures. So this is fissura prima, this is fissura prima or primary fissure, this is horizontal fissure, and there is posterolateral fissure. So three lobes are there. Anterior to the fissura prima, there is the anterior lobe, and then behind the anterior fissura prima up to the posterolateral fissure, this total is the middle or posterior lobe, and behind the posterolateral fissure, flocculonodular lobe, which is not present here. Okay. So these are the parts of the cerebellum. Now see, these viscera, this is the sagittal section. This is the left cerebellar hemisphere along with the brainstem. This is sagittal section. Okay. So this is the anatomical position, and this is the midbrain, pons, medulla, anterior aspect, and this is the posterior aspect where the cerebellum is there. And in the cut section you can see this is the inside the cerebellum. This is the white fibers of the cerebellum going like this, and it looks like the branches of the tree, and this is called arbor vitae cerebelli. So that arbor vitae appearance here. Okay. So this is the cut section of the cerebellum. Clear? See, this is the superior colliculus, inferior colliculus, posterior aspect of the midbrain. It is the pons. So this is the anterior aspect, pons and medulla, pyramid and olive, and these are the medial side, and here the fourth ventricle. See, this is the fourth ventricle. Okay, so fourth ventricle, this is the superior cerebellar peduncle, inferior cerebellar peduncle goes like this. So this is the fourth ventricle and roof will go like this. Now superior cerebellar peduncle, and here must be one half, that here will be the another cerebellar hemisphere. So superior cerebellar peduncle and this side superior cerebellar peduncle connected by a membrane, and that is called the superior medullary velum, and there will be inferior medullary velum.